Hello, this is a Hall of Fame film from the European server. It's Akao in his VK2801, and just a perfect storm of different factors for him in this battle. Number one, it's Sand River Assault Defense, one of the best maps to be on as a scout in the current state of the game, and it's a tier 7 fight, but there's not very many tier 7s, so it's a great mix of tanks tier wise for him being in a VK2801 and having a 105. And the enemy team isn't very skilled, which works in his favor. And finally, his starting position on this map is the best it can get. You can't get better than this if you want to go up and spot the middle, because he has a very short trip over to the middle ramp. He's going to beat everybody there before the enemy even gets close to it. He's already going to be there. You just drive straight forward, turn a little to the left, and up the ramp you go. This is like being on Malinovka and starting right in front of the bush you want to spot from. It's like, it just doesn't get any better than this if you're in a 2801. He's taking the long way. I just go down that little hill. Go straight to it. Can't go down at full speed, but it still saves you a second or two just to slow down and go straight. And he has spots right away. 3 spots on his opening look. Gets damage right away into the side of that OI. Hard to hurt him, but from the side you can get decent damage. Matter of fact, you can get big damage sometimes. And it's good to see the T-21 going the other way. That's the only other scout on the team. So there's a threat he doesn't have to worry about trying to combine and expose him. Now this will happen. You shoot at targets so close you end up being seen, but you just back down, get concealment, pull back up, and do it again. And the tank that could most easily expose him as he comes up is off to the east fighting, so it just keeps getting better and better for him here. Bam! He never knew what hit him. The temptation here might be to leave the spot too soon and try to rush to the back, but there's going to be a lot more targets available, especially since they're trying to push over on the EF1 line. He has 3 or 4 targets over there he's going to be able to snipe. Plus, now look, there's heavies in the middle again. So there's targets everywhere. And the enemy's making no move to come in and force him out of here. So he's just going to sit here and rack up damage. 2 people are moving in on that last tank and he can't shoot at him, so now he's going to push north. There's a heavy sitting back there by the Arty. He'll probably take the Arty first because it's a one-shot kill. And, oops, well, he was going to take on the heavy next, and his OI just blasted it to death. M44 was lit up just for a second and died before he could get a shot off. He's moving into a better sniping position. Got 3 juicy targets back there, getting to shoot into the back of all of them. They see him, but no big deal at the moment. Oh, finally somebody turns his gun around. As long as they keep looking down to the south, it doesn't matter if they see him or not. They can't shoot at him. He gets to fire at them. Put it right down in the very back of his tank. Do big damage. IS knows he's getting shot at from behind, but he doesn't know where from, so he turns and looks that way to no avail. Pound, pound, pound. Is he going to get the kill shot, or did somebody else get it? It's down to just this tank and the TD off to his left. It's a conceivable kill with one more hit. Goes high, just barely high. So off he goes in search of... Oops. He can take a shot from this guy, just go in and absorb the shot and kill him like that. Game over. He ends up 4 kills. 3,006 points of damage. 25 of 35 shooting, 71%. And he gets 2,227 spotting damage, so very well-rounded mission in terms of providing spots for your team and getting damage yourself. 9 spots, 41,316 credits. XP-wise, 2,627. Survived the fight, and then he got enough medals to fill out a veteran's uniform. He got high caliber, Confederate, patrol duty, scout, and then fighter, spotter, fire for effect, and bruiser mini medals, and it gives him a second place battle score of 2,737. So can't quite get to first place on that one, but it's well up the list. It'll stay well up the list. It's just hard to get him that high very often, just because of all the different things that need to come together in order to get a big score like that. He went up to the middle, had that perfect positioning to go to the middle, and then it was just nobody ever tried to move him out of the middle. So as long as he had targets, he was glad to sit there and rack up damage and get some kills. When it became obvious the last tank here was going to die, and it became probably a bit of a threat of shooting his own people when he went that way if a shot went wide of its mark, he moved to the north and started looking for the remaining enemy. He found 3 heavies down here And for the most part, he was just able to fire into the back of him and rack up even more damage. The IS looked at him a couple times, but really didn't do anything to dissuade him from being there. He'd look at him for a little bit and turn around, so he's like, cool, I'm shooting you again. And at the very end, it's SU-85. Should I sit there and wait for him to fire before I pull out? Heck no. Doesn't matter if he hurts me. I'm going to kill him, so I pull out. If he shoots me, he shoots me. If he doesn't, cool. And he fires and gets the kill and ends the fight. Earlier in the fight, would he have done that? Probably not, because you're going to want your hit points. But when you're in a position where hit points don't matter anymore, then who cares if the guy shoots you? Just go in and finish him off. Don't be like the other guy sitting around the corner waiting. No reason to wait. Just finish the job. Airfield Assault Defense. Akao in his 2801. And in a few more battles, probably about 3 or more battles, we'll get to see him again with the 3rd place score. Happy hunting.